Hey there, Klemen here. I'm the co-founder of QVida, and welcome in another inspiring, empowering, and very insightful, practical, specific case study of how Carrie Drinkwine generated over $500,000 of US dollars in online sales when she relaunched her certification course to her audience using the $100 million launch playbook. Now, for some context, the $100 million launch playbook is a very specific and the most powerful marketing strategy to, in a way, monetize your audiences, your email list, your social media followers. It's one of the most effective, in fact, the most effective ways to relaunching and launching and marketing your mid-ticket or high-ticket courses or certifications or memberships to your warm audiences such as your email list and social media followers. This is the first framework and the first marketing strategy that you want to master if you want to scale your business to 7 figures, 8 figures, and even beyond. And this will be one of the first things that you will learn inside the Master Soul Business Accelerator program and Master Soul membership program. Okay, so let's get started. So what you see here is just a few simple slides, and I also have my fancy schmancy iPad, and I will draw out some of the important concepts and diagrams for you so that you can really see the big picture of why and how powerful this $100 million launch playbook really is. So first of all, a little bit about Carrie Drinkwine. So Carrie Drinkwine is a dear friend we met on a boat party when we were celebrating Regan Hillier's birthday in Dubai. So in Dubai, both party, there we met, Carrie and I met, and we instantly connected. Carrie is a freedom coach and one of the America's leading experts in regenerative holistic health. So she's a master in regenerative health practices, and one of the things that she's offering to the world is she is offering a 6-month course that is certifying people to become regenerative health practitioners. And here you can see Carrie's website and Instagram profile. I highly empower you to follow this amazing, powerful Wonder Woman because she's really inspiring what and how she does. Okay, now let's go straight to the case study. So this, we actually, in November 2023, this is when we did this launch. And to give you context, the $100 million launch playbook is not only great and perfect for launching brand new courses, brand new offers, brand new certifications, brand new high dollar or mid dollar memberships, but it's also perfect for actually relaunching your existing courses to your audience, for example, every 3 months or so. Okay. In this case, we were actually relaunching Carrie's certification program. It's called Regenerative Health Practitioner Certification Program. And this was in November 2023. So right now, the time of me filming this video is Friday, June 28th. So this was roughly half a year ago. Okay. Now, the offer was a 6-month certification course. Price of this course, now this is the first important piece of information, $8,000. Now Carrie had several different offers, a little bit of discount, but the average price for a one enrollment was around $8,000. Now here's a first important piece of information. This is by definition a high ticket, high dollar program. And this $100 million launch playbook is perfect for marketing to your warm audiences, your high ticket programs or mid-dollar programs, such as anything that's, let's say, that is priced above, let's say, $300 or $500. Okay, very, very important. Now, the email list size at that time that Carrie had at her disposal was roughly 3,000 email reachable contacts. Now, again, very important piece of information here. Carrie at that time did not have a massive email list of 30,000 or 300,000 people. Only, in quotes, 3,000 people, but as you will see, highly engaged and very high quality list. Which brings me to another side topic. Very important, always be building your email list and always be nurturing the relationship with people that you have on your email list. The reason why is exactly this case study, because once you have an engaged warm-up email list of engaged people on your email list, this is a power. This is a power because you can almost print money on demand. And when I say print money on demand, obviously we are here to positively impact humanity, to raise the consciousness. However, in order for you to actually share your message, to share your gifts and to get your mission out there into the world, obviously you want to find a way, a financially sustainable way to grow and expand your business and your mission and your purpose, right? So that's why we're talking about dollar figures here. Very, very important. Okay. Now, another very important piece of information is at that time, Carrie had roughly 20,000 Instagram followers. Now, if we look at Carrie's Instagram today, by the way, follow Carrie. She has roughly 30,000 followers already. So that's a really good growth. 10,000. She added in about half a year. She added 10,000 followers, and this is her website, by the way. Okay. Now, here's where it gets. Here's the best part. What are the results? Okay. So we actually did a typical $100 million launch playbook. I'll explain in just a bit what that means and how this exactly works. So there were roughly 215 people who registered or signed up for Carrie's free web class. Okay, so this is what we call a sublist. Sublist is simply a subset, a segment of her email list and her Instagram followers who actually registered for this free web class, raised their hand, expressed interest, and say they want to learn something on the similar topic. Okay, and the best part is, out of these 215 people, Carrie achieved 67 enrollments into her high ticket certification program. Remember, each of these 67 people paying around $8,000 for that 6-month program. So in total, Carrie generated over $500,000 of US dollars in online sales. And the lead to customer conversion rate in this case was phenomenally high, 31%. So out of these 215 people who actually registered for a free web class, 67 of those people actually, which is 31%, actually purchased this high ticket program. Now, very, very important disclaimer is, even though this $100 million launch playbook is immensely powerful, but having this 31% conversion rate from leads who sign up for this free web class to a customer who pays $8,000 for a 6-month program, okay, is, I would say, above the average high. This is not a typical result. I really want to emphasize this, right? Even though it's totally possible when you have an engaged list and you've done a great job of engaging and nurturing the relationship with people on your list, right? But I want to emphasize a typical conversion rate here would be somewhere between, let's say, around 5 to 10% range, right? Carrie's 31% is really above the average, and it's not a typical result. I want to emphasize this really, really upfront. Now, how exactly did we do this? Okay, I will switch to my fancy schmancy iPad in just a bit to actually draw everything out for you. But in essence, the prime model of the $100 million launch playbook is everything is based on free web classes. Okay, so typically this would be a free live web class. Live means that it happens on a specific date and time. So imagine Thursday, 10 a.m. US Eastern time, right? So it happens live. It's a live Zoom call and it's free, available to everyone for free. And on this web class, you deliver amazing, exceptional value. Either this could be a learning experience, it could be an immersive, meditative experience. And then in the, let's say, final quarter, towards the end of the web class, you introduce and present your offer and you invite the audience to go deeper with you and actually enroll into your paid offer. That's in essence how this entire $100 million launch playbook works. But as you will see, there's a lot of very, very important details and nuances that make this playbook so powerful. And some context also. We perfected this launch playbook at Mind at Mind Valley. So I've personally did almost 100 such launches, and I don't know of any other strategy that is more effective in terms of monetizing your email list and your social media followers if you are in personal development industry, if you are a human transformation specialist, such as a coach, perhaps a nutritionist, a health practitioner, a wellness practitioner, healer, therapist, personal trainer, meditation, yoga, breathwork teacher. This is the most powerful way to be, in a way, promoting, marketing your mid-dollar and high-dollar offers to your audiences, okay? Now, every launch has 3 sequences, okay? And I will get into this in just a bit. So the first one is the invite sequence, then it's the show up sequence, and then is the offer sequence, okay? Now let me right now switch over to my iPad to draw out this entire model here for you. So here's one heart for you. I'll remove it for now. So imagine how all of this works. So here you have your email list, okay? So I'll just put here, this is your email list, and let's say here you have your social media followers, okay? So in Carrie's case, this was Instagram. Now, what you do in a $100 million launch playbook is, remember, this is a perfect playbook for promoting, marketing, and selling mid-dollar offers and high-dollar offers. So by mid-dollar offers, this is anything above, let's say $397. So think of it a 4-week course or a 6-week course, and then that would be considered a mid-dollar offer. So anything, let's say between $400 to, let's say, $1,000. That would be considered a mid-dollar offer, and then a high-dollar offer, let's say, would be everything that's above $1,000. So again, in Carrie's case, an $8,000 6-month certification program is a prime example of a high-ticket, high-dollar program, right? Now, what you do in this launch playbook, okay, is when you go to your audience on social media and email, what you do actually, you do not actually directly promote your paid offer. Okay, so imagine this is a paid offer here. So I'll just put here, let's say this is the offer, the actual offer, the program that you're actually marketing and selling. But what you do instead, you actually go all out to your audiences and you promote a free web class. Now, I like to use the word web class. You might have known this by the name webinar. This can actually be, it can be labeled in different way. It can be a group meditation, it could be a group session, but ultimately it's a free and it's a live experience delivered, let's say, typically through a Zoom session, okay? And what you do, you go all out to your audiences, to your social media followers and to your email list, and you send a bunch of emails, as I'll explain in just a bit. And all these emails actually invite and inspire people to register for a free web class, okay? And same for social media following, for social media channels. Let's say in Carrie's case, we posted, I think from the top of my mind, 4 or I believe, or even 5 posts, video posts, reels and stories on different angles And all of them actually invited people to reserve their spot for this free web class on the topic. I believe at that time was building a six-figure blueprint, six-figure income blueprint. Okay, now, and then what you do is on this free web class, everyone who sees the live session, so they either attend a live session or they watch the replay, you deliver amazing value for free. Okay, very important. And then towards the end of the session, you then introduce a paid offer. The reason why this model is so great and why you want to, this is one of the first things you really want to master in your business in order to scale to 7, 8 figures or even beyond, is because if you really think about it, you are not directly selling anything to your warm audiences. Okay, this is very important as a general rule of thumb. Very, very important. So here's another golden tip. Okay, as a general rule of thumb, you never ever want to send offers and promotions directly to your entire email list and to your social media followers. Never ever. Is because when you are actually just selling to your entire email list or your all social media followers, you are breaking one golden rule of actually selling. You always want to sell to people who have recently expressed interest in the topic, okay? And if you do not do that, if you just sell like all the time to your entire email list, send offers, paid offers, what happens is that too high percentage of people will be unsubscribing from your email list. Too high percentage of people will actually be unfollowing you on social media. And your net negative growth of your email list and your social media followers will actually either stall, it will not grow, your followers will not grow, your email list will not grow, it will start shrinking, right? So the fastest way to actually destroy your brand and your business is just keep on selling directly to your entire email list. So you don't want to do that. You don't typically want to send this offer, hey, I have this offer, $500 program, to your entire email list or to your entire social media followers. You don't want to do that. Instead, what you want to do is you want to promote something that's free and of value to your audience. People will appreciate that. Your audience will appreciate that. Even though they will know that towards the end, there's always an offer. They will also know that every free web class that you deliver, every free experience, free piece of content you deliver has high value, is valuable to them. So they will know and they will continue paying attention to your content. They will continue consuming your content. As you know, the more content of yours that people consume, the more likely it is that they will become your customers. There's also another rule. Before people actually pay you with their money, they first need to pay you with their time and attention. Okay, very important. So that's another reason why this $100 million launch playbook is so powerful and so important. Okay, so that's how it works in a nutshell. Now, if we go deeper into, let me show you a typical planning, how we would typically plan the launch. So you have here, as I told you, we have the invite sequence. This sequence are email messages and Instagram posts. And let me zoom this in so that it will be a little bit easier for you to see. Oh, perhaps this is a little bit too much. So this is invite emails and posts on social media that are designed to get people to register for your free web class. And in this case, you would typically send 3 to 5 emails and 3 to 5 posts on your social media, all covering different angles. And there's an art and science in actually how to do that. And you will learn so much deeper about all of this inside the workshop. One of the first workshops that you will start with when you join the Master Soul Business Accelerator program, okay? It's called the $100 million launch playbook. It will be an in-depth workshop, almost a course, a full-blown course on that, okay? Then you have something called the show-up sequence, very important. So if the invite sequence is designed to get as many people to register and sign up and opt in for your free web class, then the show-up sequence are basically email messages and reminders that are sent to everyone who has already registered and signed up for your free web class. And the objective of show-up sequence is to get as many people who have actually registered and said, yes, I'm interested, to actually get as many people to actually attend the live session or watch the replay. That's why it's called the show-up sequence. We want as many people who registered to actually show up for the live session, or at least bare minimum watch the replay. And then finally, you have the offer sequence, as you can see here. The offer sequence starts the moment on the live web class, or towards the end of the web class, you introduce and present your paid program, your paid offer, and you invite people to enroll and give it a risk-free try. And you give them a link to enroll already on that Zoom live call. And then after the call has ended, then you have a sequence of, let's say, 5 to 7 emails that you are sending. This is very important, only to those people who have actually registered for this web class. And the reason being, as I explained it just a little bit earlier, these are basically sales emails. This is where you go a little bit more, in quotes, proactive, promoting your paid offer, your program, to everyone who has registered for your free web class. And the reason why in this offer sequence you can get a little bit more salesy, let me put it that way, of course, without being too pushy, without being too aggressive, but still you are very upfront that you're selling an offer, okay? And the reason why you can do so here in this offer sequence is because you're only sending these emails out to people who have recently expressed interest in a given topic, which is one of the golden rules of selling. Never sell to just everyone, especially your entire email list, because as I told you, people will be unsubscribing. Your email list over time will be shrinking, and same for your social media followers, right? But you only want to sell to those people who have recently expressed interest. So recency and interest are the two basic criteria that you want to use when you're selling high dollar offers or mid-dollar offers like this. And that's pretty much it. If I go here, so again, we covered how Carrie Drinkwine generated more than $500,000 of US dollars in online sales from relaunching her certification program to her email list and social media followers. Now, what's so interesting also, that this is actually not the first time that Carrie actually launched and promoted this certification program. If I switch back to my iPad, here is this $100 million launch playbook is perfect for, as I mentioned, launching, birthing into the world, brand new course that you have. So imagine you have a new course, you would use the $100 million launch playbook to get it out, to introduce it to your audience. But this model is also perfect for actually relaunching, re-promoting on a consistent basis your existing courses. So imagine if this is a calendar year, okay? So I will just draw this out. And these are, oops, perhaps, okay, doesn't matter. So we have January here. This would be February, this would be March, this would be April, and so forth until December, right? So typically in Carrie's case, since her program is a 6-month program, she would typically launch, and I'll just give an example. She would do a launch, let's say typically every 6 months. So let's say on January and then somewhere here in between the year, right? 1 month before the enrollments open, right? So if you have a 6-month program, now if you have a 3-month program or a 2-month program or a 6-week program, then technically you can actually be relaunching the same program using different web classes on different topics and themes that are directly related to your paid offer. You could be relaunching literally every 2 months. That's totally okay. In fact, to go to a complete extreme example is at my times at Mind Valley, for example, we were actually launching. We did 2 launches every single month at Mind Valley. So these were absolutely launches for different courses, by the way. But just to illustrate how powerful this model really is when you are nurturing the relationship with your email list by consistently giving your email list and your social media followers something valuable to experience and something free. This will ultimately lead to them watching more of your content, also investing their precious attention and time, which ultimately leads to people, your audience, actually paying you with their money, enrolling into your paid programs and buying your program. So this was a case study of how you too can use this powerful $100 million launch playbook in your business, and you will learn so much more to greater details how to actually pull off, do everything inside the workshop. That will be one of the first workshops that you get inside the Master Soul Business Accelerator program. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to receiving your feedback, your comments. If you have any questions, simply let me know. Somewhere here around this video, you will find comment sections, and I am monitoring this, and I'm happy to serve you and stand by your side. All the best. May the force be with you.